Okay, I am back, ready to dive into episode 6. So let's do this. I don't even know what it's called. Don't remember. The only Telltale series... No, it's not the only Telltale series with 6 episodes. Shit. I will retract my statement that I didn't finish. Yeah. The intro popped. After what? After between Arthur's death and them carrying him away on his cart, on the cart, death cart, whatever.
Now I realize it might be far more entertaining to tear you to pieces. Last house standing wins.
You have a head for business, Lady Mira. What you need more than anything is an ally.
I have to get in there, Sarah.
Look, I can't get you in. Marjorie's already furious with you. You owe me for this.
You're not a... You're a wounded soldier trying to prove he's still a man.
Well, you didn't do any DDoS in chat, so maybe you missed it? Really? At all? Completely? That's probably why you don't remember it.
Damien, where are
How does Telltale's engine suck this much? No idea. But yeah, I was saying this was the only season to have 6 episodes, but Sam & Max season 1 has 6 episodes as well.
They're everywhere!
We make for the north. Grove.
Not that anyone here is probably familiar with Sam & Max. It's pretty good though. Pretty funny. Gaming's first sitcom.
Let me save your life and our house. Iron from ice, brother. Iron from ice.
Yes. Show us again so we can be sad again. Have a good smoke, Arrogance. You're unfamiliar with Sam & Max?
Can you see anything? Is it the North Grove?
I don't know yet.
Sam & Max is pretty good. I wouldn't say excellent, probably too much. Excellent is probably too much, but it's pretty good. I streamed episode 2 of season 2. They're pretty much standalone, so if you want to take a look at that, you can go on the history panel, and there's a document with every link. You can see it if you want to see what it is or how it plays.
The Forester Sigil. Those look like ironwood trees. The North Grove, beneath the watchful eye of the Ice Dragon. The Ice Dragon? Hear the werewolves whisper. Haven't seen any werewolves this far north.
There's some screen tear over there and all.
That must be it. We're close.
I think I found it!
You found it? Are you sure? We can't afford to waste any more time. Not with the condition he's in.
You just have to trust me. I've gotten you this far, haven't I?
Which is nowhere anyone in their right mind would be.
We're close. I know it.
I believe you, Garrett.
I hope you're right. I don't know how much further he can go. We need to keep moving.
Ow!
His wound is getting worse.
It burns! It burns like all 7 L's combined! Oh. Oh. Listen, Garrett. I know I'm not well. And up here that can get you killed. But you've always been there for me. If anything happens, I want you to leave me. You take Sylvie and don't look back. Promise me, Garrett. I need to know you'll do it.
If it comes to it, I'll do it.
Thank you, Garrett.
What are you doing?
I found Nightshade. It's poisonous, but in small doses it can help with pain. It's rare this far north.
It sounds dangerous.
In the wrong hands, it can be deadly, but I know how to use it. Can you help?
You see this?
Oh. My furniture cracked, creaked, whatever, and I jumped and I got a jump scare. That's great. Talking about the franchise, the games are good. I never played the first one, the LucasArts Adventure Sam and Max. I played the Telltale one, the Telltale ones. Like I played all 3 seasons, and they're really funny. I think they have something there. I guess Telltale really put that aside since they started doing The Walking Dead and all these giant properties, but they did very good jobs with Sam and Max. Getting scared, yes, it's the undead place.
Whatever made this must be enormous.
There are a lot of undead here.
Claw marks.
Oh.
Gods. Hear the werewolves whisper.
Why are these trees so creepy all the time? Why would I touch the carcass?
It's not frozen. Must be a fresh kill. It's been torn apart.
Shit! We have to cross the ice! Get Cutter across! I'll hold it off! Go!
Garrett, come across!
Come on.
The trees are creepy because everybody likes carving faces on those stupid trees. And because they are like crying blood or whatever. They cry red. Why do the trees have to cry red?
You were right, Garrett. This has to be the North Grove.
Oh, finally.
We found it. After everything we've been through. We finally found it.
I can hardly believe it's real. Look! Whoever they are, they can help us.
Hurry!
The sap leaking. Why is the sap red? It's yes, it is their sap, but why is it red?
Garrett!
Run! Head for the village!
Help us!
Do something!
Hivies.
What?
Wait! No!
Garrett! Tell them!
I was sent here by House Forrester in search of the North Grove!
Why is sap not red? Are there any real world trees with red sap? There's your opening. Let's see some Ditos in chat. That's the last time for a while. There's no prediction on a season 2 date for now. When season 2 comes out, will be hopefully I'll have enough money to get it when it comes out. Like, get the season pass right away, and we can play it like on the day it comes out. That would be amazing. Or maybe they do the disc. If they do the disc, that will be even more tempting. The Ice Dragon. That's episode 6. Okay. I miss seeing Dito dancing. You need to get out of the iPad. or the iPhone. I don't remember
But you
anymore.
hadn't. Please, Lady Marjorie.
Get out of mobile.
Please don't send me back to Highgarden. Finally, you grace us with your presence. I was beginning to think you'd found someone else to serve.
My lady, is there something I can help you with?
I'll get to you in a moment. Do you realize how precarious my position is with Cersei?
Of course, my lady.
Of all the people in King's Landing who steal from the Queen Regent.
I didn't mean...
Did you know about this? Sarah's been stealing wine. From Cersei.
You're on the work
no
PC.
less.
You have to install BTTV and FFZ there. It's not like it's going to make the work PC not work or be slower.
As if I haven't got enough to worry about.
Stealing wine, my lady? I'm shocked. Sarah, how could you?
Oh, please, don't play the scepter. You have plenty to answer for yourself. I'm sorry. I shouldn't get so flustered. It's just... I need order in my household. Until I'm married to Tommen, I can't afford any more mistakes. I have no choice but to make changes among my handmaidens. Tommen's garden party, Mira. What were you thinking? I can't believe you'd be so irresponsible. I expected better of you.
It was a foolish mistake, Lady Marjorie. We shouldn't have disobeyed you.
At least you're honest about it. Sarah's been saying some damning things about you, Mira. I suspect in an effort to save her own neck.
My lady, please.
You've said enough. One of you must answer for this. Sarah says you used her to get you into the party. You've been with me a long time, Mira. When I'm queen, I'll need people I can count on. Please, tell me this isn't true.
Please, Mira. I don't deserve to lose my position for this.
It was Sarah's idea, or or I used Sarah? What are we saying? So your work PC is not actually yours? Is it? Does it block you from doing stuff? Are we throwing Sarah under the bus like she did us? Oh man. If only Mira weren't so despicable. Oh, Shonen. Okay. Well, probably no one will ever notice that you installed some add-ons. If she threw us under a bus, we threw her off a cliff. Well, we did. We ruined their marriage. But she doesn't know we did. So she threw us under the bus without a reason to. Right? Does that make any sense? What are we doing? Are we throwing Sarah under the bus or sticking up for her? We screwed her of her life. But she doesn't know, so she has no reason to try to get revenge on that. I'm sure they will. They removed Skype. Well, Skype Skype like shows up more. You're bound to notice a PC has Skype because it starts automatically. It usually starts automatically unless you change that, and there's like an icon in the desktop, and that doesn't happen for FFZ or BTTV. Sarah is kind of a bitch. Yeah, she threw us under the bus with the wine. Do her in? Okay, let's do her in.
Sneaking me into the party was Sarah's idea.
Liar! Lady Marjorie, please!
Let her speak.
She forced me to come with her.
Mira! How could you? I trusted you, and you betrayed me!
Because it's the truth, Sarah. Lady Marjorie has been good to us. She deserves our honesty.
And that's what she's getting from you?
First turning Lord Tarwick against me, and now this.
You deceitful, treacherous... One day, all of this will catch up to you, Mira.
You'll end up with a knife in your back or your head on a spike. And when that day comes, I'll be happy.
That's enough, Sarah. Consider yourself dismissed from my service.
But my lady...
I said enough. Get out of my sight before you make things worse. Oh, such a sweet girl when she came to us. Why would she lie to me like that?
She believes me and not her.
Why would she betray my trust? Perhaps I did something to turn her against me.
She lied about her name, about who she was. Her whole life is dishonest. The only wonder is that we didn't see it sooner.
Oh, I suppose you're right. For all the trouble you've brought, I'm glad you came to me. I think of you as more than just my handmaiden. You're a friend. An ally, even.
You've always been so kind to me. I think of you as a sister.
And you'll always have a sister's love from me.
Thank you, Lady Marjorie.
Holy shit, this worked out really well.
I have to distance myself from you for a time.
What? Why?
There are rumors circulating. Stupid lies about you and a murdered Lannister guard. But stupid lies can be dangerous. I can't be associated with this, or with you, until you put it to rest. I hope you understand. When I'm queen, I can help you again. Maybe we can help each other. Until then, be careful, Mira. And goodbye.
Well, it didn't work as well as I expected, I guess. We betrayed her by telling her prospective husband that she's a bastard. That was so awesome, though. It worked out well in the fact that we have just gained the Nemesis. Yeah, but the queen is on our side. The future queen. Even though she had to distance herself from us. She's not good.
They're nearly on us. Half a league or less.
Seems you were right.
I know that snot-nosed bastard Griff. He was sent to kill me, not Roderick. He wouldn't run home to his father without trying again. Listen close! I want the road surrounded. Ride hard for Ironrath. Don't turn back. If this goes to hell, they'll need to know about Roderick. Yeah! Lay low and be ready to strike the moment I give the order.
And what order is that, Asher?
Paint the road with their blood.
It's time for vengeance. Bye. Get fucked.
Take them! Kill the Foresters!
I can't believe you guys made me kill
No
Bloodsong. He was so cool here.
Bloody coward.
Your brother was the coward. You should have seen him squeal. And when Griff gutted him like a pig.
Why is he punching the wall? Oh, now he's actually punching the dude.
My lord.
We're going to kill them all for this.
Roderick,
I wish I had known him, Asher. I'll never get to drink with him, fight by his side, complain about what an arse his little brother is.
Roderick was everything that I'm not. He was shrewd where I'm reckless. He was just. Roderick, he kept this house together through sheer force of will. My brother was a true lord.
They'll sing songs about him someday. But you're the lord here now, like it or not. By the laws of your land. And to these men, you've more than proven yourself.
Roderick was meant to rule, not me. Father groomed him from the day he was born, to make hard choices.
And Roderick chose to save you. It's up to you now to honor that choice.
My lord, forgive me, but Lud Whitehill will be on the move.
Let's move!
Queen's invisible influence ain't gonna stop a knife from stabbing us in the neck. Yeah, Sarah might attempt something. Who knows? We killed who? Bloodsong. That spear guy. The other pit fighter we fought. We had that whole the big fight with him, and Miss Naughty and Arrogance wanted him dead. Or was it just Miss Naughty? I don't know. He's cool if you don't kill him. He's cool. He respects you like the others, and he follows you and he fights by your side.
Asher.
I mean, we went there to get warriors, not to kill them.
Roderick. How could this happen? It makes no sense.
He died a hero.
Gregor was a hero. Ethan was a hero. Now Roderick? It means nothing to me.
It was his sacrifice that enabled us to escape.
It's not fair.
Talia, Mother, listen to me. We don't dare take time to mourn. Not yet. Lord is sure to move quickly now. He could be at our gates before nightfall. But there's hope yet! I've brought help! Warriors from across the narrow sea, with no equal in Westeros.
Whatever their skill, they are hardly an army.
My lady, I've seen them in battle, twice now. And I've seen Asher lead them. They're a force to be reckoned with. And they'll be more than equal to whatever Lud can muster.
How can you say that? We've already lost.
What are you talking about?
Ramsay Snow. He came here. He set terms of war. He said the last house standing wins.
And with the Lord of House Forrester dead.
Lady Elena's not wrong. By Ramsay's term, this war's lost the moment the Boltons learn of this.
Roderick may be dead, but the Lord of House Forrester stands before you. I will lead us in battle. This war is not over until I say it is!
Asher will lead us!
Asher is our lord!
Asher, I wish this were a happier occasion, but... This sword has been held by a Forrester Lord for centuries. Now, it is yours. All hail Asher Forrester, Lord of Ironrath, defender of the Ironwood Groves.
My father never trained me to be a lord. This was supposed to be Roderick's sword, but I was trained to fight. By the gods, I will defend my father's house to the last breath. House Forrester will prevail this day!
Yeah, you changed your vote, Miss Naughty. You wanted Blood Song dead. Poor Blood Song. He had some cool fighting scenes in this episode. This sucks. Like, Roderick and Asher together would be so cool.
He's lying. Look at him. He's a crow. He wasn't sent here by anyone. Never seen a crow this far north of the wall. Must be a deserter. I don't trust fucking deserters. And you're traveling with a wildling. All the more reason not to trust you.
We're not your enemy.
Says the man who wounded my bear. Who came here uninvited. I could have killed you out there. As easily then as I could now.
He's a warg.
The bear likes your kind even less than I do, so I suggest you shut your mouth. Your blade pierced his shoulder, and I felt the pain as if it were mine. You couldn't possibly understand what that's like. But I could make you understand.
Enough, Josera. He claims to serve House Forrester. Anyone could say as much. What proof do you have? If you'd have us believe it's not a lie.
I was given this by Talia Forrester before I left. It's the Forrester sigil, made from ironwood.
Harida East.
You trust this crow?
That necklace is Forrester Ironwood. No one else could craft it as well.
My friend is wounded.
He won't live long without our help. Hyvis.
Wait! Where are you taking him?
Who is this girl? Is she a prisoner? Why else would you be traveling with a wildling?
She's my friend.
A wildling girl?
I told you we couldn't trust him.
She'll betray you the first chance she gets. My name is Elsera Snow. This is my brother Josra.
What is this place?
A refuge against the forces of darkness during the long night. A place of great power to those who know how to use it. I assume that's why you're here.
You're a long way from home, aren't you? There must be a reason you've come all this way.
Lord Gregor's last words before he fell were, "The North Grove must never be lost."
What do you mean? Last words before he fell?
Lord Gregor was slain at the Twins months ago, betrayed by Walder Frey. You didn't know? Of course. How could you?
He has no idea who we are.
Why would he?
You're right. He's just a messenger. All he did was use some ironwood necklace they gave him. Why should we trust him with anything? They clearly didn't.
Lord Gregor was willing to trust me. If he was, then you can too.
He wasn't the best judge of character.
Perhaps Lord Gregor never told anyone.
I wouldn't be surprised. Better to hide his shame where no one could find out. Whites.
Gregor went Fenden Bjornen. This is the gift the Grove gives me. I control these warriors.
What about them?
Hiftanes.
What? No! Let me go!
Did they teach you to fight at Castle Black? I hope they did. Otherwise, you're likely to die.
I'll do whatever you need me to do.
Good.
When Lud dies, any chance of Asher marrying Laura Bailey? I don't know. I'd be up for that. Better than Gwyn, who kinda looks like her, but it's definitely more bitchy. I mean, Laura Bailey's character is a dreamy girl from Westeros, I think.
This place is
Keep the
evil.
alliance going.
I can feel it.
Wink, wink, nudge,
There's
nudge.
something wrong with these people. Those warriors. They're not normal free folk. Not like any I've ever seen.
Ready.
Aye.
Time to fail again. So like I said, if you bring Finn along, he dies during that whole White raid in episode 5, and he shows up as one of the Whites that we are going to face on the North Grove now.
Tom. What is it?
Guards! They're searching your room.
Break it down!
Search the place!
They're coming after us for the murder. Come on, we can't stay here.
What's going on, Tom? Lady Marjorie said she'd heard rumors about me.
It's all over the keep, milady. They're saying you take Lannister men to your bed and murder them in their sleep.
What? That's ridiculous.
It'd be ridiculous, milady, if soldiers weren't smashing in your door. They're saying you killed that Lannister guard. There's more. Someone sent the captain of the guard a message about you. Dropped off at the guardhouse.
You mean someone's plotting against me? Who? Who sent the message?
No seal, milady. No sign, neither. Whoever's behind this, they're making their move now. If those guards catch you, if they catch us, we've got to stay close to Lady Marjorie. They won't touch us if we're with her. She'll protect us.
Lady Marjorie can't help us. Not now.
What? Why not?
She just can't.
Then we've had it, Lady Mira.
Calm down. Panicking isn't going to help.
Those guards won't stop until they find someone for Damien's death. What are we going to do, Lady Mira? How are we getting out of this one?
Being near me is dangerous, Tom. You should get as far away as possible.
Appreciate the thought, lady. But we're in this
Yeah,
together.
good thing we didn't keep the dagger. That's very true.
But I don't know how to aid you now. Tell me and I'll help you. Whatever it is, we can't stay here.
Things are too dangerous for me here, Tom. I need to get back to Ironrath.
There's a collier store by the river gate. On Muddy Way. The owners are like family. You'll be safe. From there, we can get you out of King's Landing.
Shit.
Who's there?
Almost failed that one.
Show yourself, or it'll be worse for you.
Get to the colliers. Tell Godwyn I sent you. Goodbye, Lady Mira.
The Cole boy. Take him.
Goodbye, Tom. It was fun. Or Cole, like people in the chat were calling you. Not surprising, by the way. Why did he need the soldier in the balls? No idea. I guess he really wanted his attention so that Mira could escape. That's one way to get someone's attention, right? Tom Cole. That's such a dumb name.
Your sister said he was building an army. We can thank Mira it's not larger. But we'll lose if we go up against that.
He doesn't expect us to. He's trying to frighten us into surrender. I want every bolt aimed at Lord Whitehill the moment he...
Ryan! Crossbows up!
Asher Forrester! Show your face, boy!
Ryan!
He's frightened, Father. Anya!
Are you here to sue for peace, Lord Whitehill?
Lay down your arms, and I'll spare your lives.
That's very funny. I've missed your unique sense of humor. But no, I'm here to end this once and for all. You got your little revenge on my men, but it's time you listen to reason. I could ram your gates down and kill every last one of you. Or we could end the bloodshed here and now. This war is over, Asher. It ended the moment Roderick fell. By Ramsay's rules, I'm the victor here. This will all be mine now. One way or another.
Oh, this is horse shit. Tell him to fuck off.
Are you truly that blind one? I am the Lord of House Forrester!
That's funny! He's the fourth Lord Forrester I've seen in as many moons, Father.
Let's put all this ugliness behind us. I'm willing to talk terms of your surrender.
Surrender?
Open your halls and bend the knee as my bannermen. You continue to produce ironwood under my supervision, of course. And you will join your house to mine, for all to see, by wedding my Gwyn.
Well, fuck me.
Asher, you can't!
It's rather generous terms, actually.
That would be easier to believe coming from Gwyn herself. Where is she?
Far away from all this, of course. Besides, I speak on her behalf as her father. I would just as happily kill you all and be done with it. But I'm very generously giving you a way to keep your bloody lives. Oh, one last thing. As a show of my goodwill, I've brought home the body of your lord. Your brother was too stubborn to know when it was over.
Roderick, let me see him! I want to see my brother!
I'm sure your people will be relieved to keep their lives.
We'll take Ryan, too. You want peace between our houses? Give me my living brother.
You have an hour. I'll be waiting in my camp.
That big guy needs to eat shit and die really fast.
No!
I'm sorry, little brother.
I was kind of hoping Asher would find ninjas and just kill everybody in their camps.
I've buried too many sons.
Maester, take my brother's body.
You will join Father and Ethan in the grove.
As you say, my lord. But... forgive me, I just... Perhaps the time has come to truly let this bloodshed end. We simply accept. We bow our heads and Asher marries Gwyn.
Craven.
It's not the worst terms I've ever heard.
Well, I suppose it wouldn't be so bad marrying Gwyn.
Asher!
Even if we accepted, I somehow doubt Lud would keep you alive once Gwyn's produced an heir.
There will be no marriage. If we bow our heads now, we'll always be his slaves.
We have to kill them, Asher.
Aye, piss on surrender. Let's ride out and kill them all.
We lied!
To us!
Spill their blood!
Believe me, I want to kill every last fucking one of them. But I'm not sending you all out to certain death. Just don't have the numbers. But maybe we don't have to. Lord rules that house with an iron fist. His sons, his bannermen, do nothing without his say-so. There may be 500 men outside that wall. Without Lord of the League,
They'll scatter like chickens with their heads cut off.
That's good, but how? Lud will not simply cast aside his men and offer his neck. Such a task is easily said, but Lud is wary.
we simply need a ruse to separate him from his army. To get him alone, feeling safe. There's one way to do that. We tell Lud exactly what he wants to hear. We invite him inside to celebrate and drink to our union.
And then?
Then an ambush. Your pit fighters strike from the shadows.
No, an ambush is too chaotic. Things could go badly quickly. Lud could escape.
There's another way. Poison. In his wine.
There are those who would call poison a coward's weapon.
No. Lethal and direct.
Either plan is a high risk. We only lure Lud inside if the whole family is there to sell it. Talia and Ryan will both be in danger.
I'll be there, Royland. I'll pour the wine myself.
Poison is dog shit. You're here for revenge. You want him to choke on your blade, not his vomit.
But in ambush, there's no way to control. Everything could go wrong.
Poison is targeted. Lud will be the first to fall.
I'm sure I have such a toxin in my stores.
No. I came here to wet my sword in Westerosi blood. It's what you promised us.
We
Time
must
to
make
vote.
a tactical decision, my lord. Carefully, but quickly.
These are the only options on the table.
Asher is our lord now.
This is why I'm
Man
not
is yours
voting
to give.
David. Asher was all about revenge, but then he's like, I don't mind marrying Gwyn. And forgets the fact that he just saw his older brother's corpse defiled. He has missed Gwyn. He missed her a lot. So, do we poison Lud or do we risk ambushing? Poison. Okay. So, Shonen, you were mentioning the ninjas. If Roderick is alive instead of Asher, this is Asher's plan. The poison or ambush, like drawing Lud in and letting him think he's won. Yes, I know perfectly well. That is true. I'm just making an excuse because I can. So this is Asher's plan. Let Lud think he's won, invite him in, ambush him, or poison him. You can do something completely different with Roderick, Roderick does not do the whole ruse thing. He waits for night and goes into the camp, and you can decide what to do then. I don't really remember what the choices are. I think the actual choice is if you wanted to kill Lud or Griff. Not sure. But I know you have the chance to kill one or to go after one or the other. So poison it is. Anyway, whether or not you have Asher or Roderick, the last scenario for this location is the same.
I understand what's at stake. But poison is the surest way to see Lord dead.
Then we have a plan.
Leather Griff, that's a hard choice. Both are so unlikable. So true.
Whatever happens to me, I need you to get Ryan out alive. As soon as we move on, Lord.
Not a problem. You know you're the only family I've ever had. That makes Ryan my brother too.
I won't forget this.
I've forgotten the number of times I've heard you say that.
I've said that before.
We will avenge Roderick's death tonight, whatever it takes.
Send word to Lud. We'll drink this night to the prosperous future of our united houses.
Let's do this. I chose poison too, by the way.
She's left the key.
Pretty cool, if I dare say so.
Search the area.
Lady Mira!
There she is! Take her!
What's all this?
Lord Morgren, how lovely to run into you.
Mira Forrester, you're coming with us.
My good sirs, there's no need for that. Surely you have more dangerous criminals to deal with than Lady Marjorie's handmaiden.
We have orders from
Let
Captain
me
Lucan
worry
to...
about Lucan. You worry about buying yourselves a few tankards. On me. Thank you for keeping our city safe. Can I take you somewhere, Lady Mira?
Now, the looming large guy doesn't say a word, but that's not what makes him menacing, it's his build. He doesn't say a word because he's a brute and he can't speak.
The Rivergate. Thank you.
The Rivergate! Quick as you can! What's going on, Mira? Is there a problem? Maybe I can help.
Someone's plotting against me.
Plotting? What do you mean?
They're spreading malicious rumors. And worse, they've set the guard after me.
I see. That is worrying indeed. Clearly you've made powerful enemies here in King's Landing. Although, you've made short work of one of them, at least. I hear Lord Andros has found a home in the Black Cells. I'm impressed. It seems he took on the wrong handmaiden and lost.
Andros was sending sellswords to Ironrath. I couldn't let that happen.
No need to explain to me. I'm glad he's out of the way. Of course, now that you've gotten rid of my biggest competitor, all kinds of opportunities have opened up. Particularly in your part of the Seven Kingdoms. The Ironwood market is wide open. A lot of gold to be made.
There's opportunity enough for both of us, Lord Morgren. Think of what we could accomplish if we worked together.
I have thought about it. I've thought about it a great deal. You're clever, Mira. Getting that decree from Tyrion's chambers, I still wonder how you managed such a feat. Of course, I knew you'd be a problem when we first met. Imagine a handmaiden stealing the crown's Ironwood contract from under my nose. That's why I bribed that Lannister guard to kill. Don't look so surprised. You must have known you'd become a target sooner or later. Killing Lannister guards does not go unnoticed.
You two-faced shit! Don't you have any honor?
Honor? Do you think I got where I am because of honor?
We've both seen what happens to honorable men. After Ludd takes Ironwolf, he and I will control the Ironwood trade entirely. You've been very helpful, Mira, but it's time to get you out of the way. Can't have you complicating things.
You're making a mistake, Morgren. Ludd will turn on you the first chance he gets. You're a fool if you don't see that.
Tell me, Mira, who is the fool here? You or I? We've arrived. Now get out of my fucking litter!
Lucan, fancy coming across you here. I seem to have found something you were looking for.
That you have, my lord. I've been searching for this murderer a long time. Finally, I got her.
Lady Marjorie will hear of this. She'll have your head!
Lady Marjorie will want nothing to do with you, Mira. It's time for you to answer for your crimes. Take her to the cells. Chin up, Mira. I'm sure if you ask him nicely, the headsman will be quick.
Oh well. His build isn't menacing, otherwise the belly would have been menacing. No, because the belly's a fat dude. And the other guy is just like a bodybuilder. Super broad shoulders, like standing tall. Yeah, the other one is just fat.
Forgive my brother's temper. It's said over time wargs adopt the traits of their animal. And your news was unexpected. You see, Gregor Forrester was our father, and we are his bastards. I doubt anyone knows. It was his dark secret, and he feared his family would find out.
That's why you're here, isn't it?
I suppose. Josra would say he banished us to hide his shame. But I like to think it's because he knew what we were, that he was protecting us in his own way. We thought one day Gregor would come and see everything we've built. But instead it was you. You are the first to arrive. It must have been a difficult journey. Few try, and fewer still live to tell about it.
I wouldn't have made it alone. I had help from my friend Cotter and Sylvie.
But they were following your lead. You were the one who was sent by House Forrester.
I think Josera is menacing, yes. Not as much as the other
Protecting
dude.
the North Grove. But we've learned there's a power here, Garrett. A power we've only just begun to understand. Winter is coming, and we haven't much time.
Gregor ven Fionden Bjorne Sager ven. Svealoden Mopre befastan.
Here it comes. Goodbye, Telltale Engine. These games are so broken, aren't they?
Oh, you're an ugly
Yeah, this would be Finn. This dude here would be Finn if he had died in the other section. Instead of calling him an ugly bastard, he would be like really surprised, like, oh, Finn! Hey, Otomo, how are you doing?
You fought well, for a crow.
I saved your life.
I wouldn't go that far. Although I admit, you can fight. Maybe they did teach you something.
These games are extremely broken, though I don't think I'd ever had this problem on PC. Which ones did you play, Shonen? Why did they summon the dead? Yeah, the dead are not summoned. No. No. You're wrong. She cut her hand not to summon the dead, but to use blood magic to be able to control the other soldiers better. Like they're like mind wiped people. Yeah, she was preparing for the attack.
At Castle Black. But then, my expectations were low.
You fought well yourself. Or at least your bear did.
His name is Shadow. Killing them I don't mind. It's the burning that stays with you. You'll never forget that stench.
Did you see what they just did? They don't care about their own.
My sister has trained them well. Emotion is a weakness, according to her.
There's something off about them. I'm not sure what.
They've been trained to fight. Nothing else matters but that. They're more my sister's doing, not mine.
The whites grow bolder by the day. Ever since the wildling tribes went south with Mance Rayder. I need to go back.
You don't look well.
It's nothing. I'm fine. I should return to the... Fulgorn Bisonair. Did you not hear me? Fulgorn! Suna!
What?
Wait! Fulgorn Bisonair.
You're losing control.
What was that?
It's blood magic. The more she uses it, the weaker she becomes. And they can sense it. Elsura's a fool to keep taking these risks. One day, they'll kill us all if we're not careful.
Is there some way to help her?
She is convinced her blood magic is the only way to protect the North Grove. That her warriors are the answer. But she can't control it. I worry about her. It's more dangerous than she knows. She was right about one thing, though. The whites are growing bolder. And the worst is yet to come. Now that my father's dead, there's no reason to stay. That's why he sent you, isn't it? To bring us back to Ironrath. To crush our enemies south of the Wall. And avenge his death.
We can't leave the North Grove.
And stay here to die. I'd rather live. I know what my father said. The North Grove can never be lost. But he wouldn't want us to die because of it.
Wouldn't he? Not so sure.
Where's Sylvie?
Never trust a fucking wildling.
Oh, you played Back to the Future. That's a rarity. How did you like those three? Did you play Season 2 of Walking Dead as well? You want to bring Melisandre? I'm not sure she'd do well. She'd do great. You think the Lord of Fire would be useful in the middle of the snow? She's not a blood mage, she's a red priestess. You did play Season 2? Okay. Did you like it? Did you like it as much?
Rats. They're everywhere in King's Landing.
I liked all of them, though. Of the three, Back to the Future is probably the weakest. Yeah, that is. I think so too. Wolf Among Us is definitely my favorite of those.
Ugh, disgusting.
She's strongest at the walls. She says her magic is best there due to old powers. I don't remember her saying that. I don't quite like season 2 as much, no? Okay. Yeah, it's not... I like it, but definitely not as much. It feels
Looks like they didn't
less
make it to the
impactful.
block.
And the villain was thrown out really quickly.
Oh God, there's a human.
If he wasn't, it would probably have been filler anyway, so I guess they did what they had to do. But I guess after a while it feels like you're just throwing away characters.
Jailer, please.
Shut it!
Please come here.
I wonder if I can pry it loose. How strong are these bars?
Probably pretty strong.
Hello? Excuse me?
What do you want? Can you get me out of here? Because if not, I don't want to know.
Hey, no talking.
Jailer, Jailer, come over here.
Oh, don't you start again.
Why don't you come here for a moment? We can have a little chat about it.
God's woman, I said shut it. Or I will come in there, and you won't like what happens.
What do you want then? Tell me, please. I'll do anything. Just tell me. Bastard! Before the day's over, they'll take us straight to the block. So don't give me that look. You can leave the judgment to the Father, whatever gods you believe in.
I don't judge you. We've all done things we're not proud of.
I have a son. A little baby boy. I think of the smell of his skin. His tufts of brown hair. There is nothing I wouldn't do. Nothing. Just to hold him again. That's what getting out of here means to me. What would you do in my place? I'll never see him again.
Your family needs you. Nothing else matters. I'd do whatever it takes to survive. Whatever it takes.
She'd do anything, eh?
Please.
Hey,
Please
that's what she tried.
Mira, making friends already, I see.
Be quick. We'll be coming back for her next.
For your trouble.
Come on, you!
Please! Wait! No! Get off!
Shut your fucking mouth!
Here for you soon. You don't have much time.
Enough! I've come to talk.
I've come to make you an offer. I was thinking about what you said.
To the conclusion you're right. Ludd will likely betray me the first chance he gets.
And I realized I'd overlooked something of great value. Your name. I want you as my wife.
Your wife? Do you do all your wooing in I'm new to courting, but I imagined less violence and intimidation.
Wars are won and lost in the marriage bed, Mira. Kingdoms too. And I want my own kingdom. I'll start with an old and noble house, with a keep, like Ironrath. It may not be the grandest castle in Westeros, but it's a start.
My family would never allow it. If you go anywhere near Forrester Lands, my brothers will kill you.
That might be difficult for them. 2 of your brothers are already dead. That idiot Ludd will take care of the rest. One way or another. And it won't take me long to get rid of the harebrained fool myself. I'm sorry, Mira. None of your family will survive. Ironrath will fall to you. And through marriage, it will become mine. A holdfast in the north can only help my ambitions.
If all this happens, I want revenge against Ludd. Promise me he dies.
Let me be clear, Mira. You're in no position to make demands. It's fitting our betrothal begins in a cell. I'd say it's a perfect symbol for the rest of your life.
You plan to keep me locked up?
Well, perhaps not literally. If you play your part and produce my heirs. The murder of a Lannister guard can't go unpunished. But I can get you out of here, Mira. One word from me, that Cole boy takes your place on the block.
Tom!
All you have to do is agree to marry me. You'll give up your power. You'll give up your ancestral home. But you'll be alive. So, Mira, what do you say?
Chat. I am to choose. I am yours. I will never be yours. Are we marrying this motherfucker or not? He tried to kill us and threw us in jail. But sure, bro, let's talk. Yeah, at least I punched him right in the face. So whatever you guys choose, you will always have the punch. Nothing makes a woman wetter than attempted murder, getting proposed in a jail cell. Otomo is not, yeah, he's not high class enough to propose to his wife on a jail cell. He was probably in a romantic place. It's true love that she agreed, despite not being confined in a small room with iron bars. So Shonen is still abstaining. Can't betray Tom, so you don't want to marry him? And Miss Naughty doesn't want to marry him. Okay. We don't marry him. And season 2 will not have Mira Forrester.
You will never have Ironrath. And you will never have me.
What? You fool.
I'd rather die.
Maybe.
Fine. Have it your way.
Season 2 on Emir, are we going to die, Senpai? Can't tell you. I said maybe.
She won't get far.
There's still
Not
hope.
out here.
Sylvie!
He's my brother! I wasn't finished!
When you're finished here, come see me. There's something I must show you.
I don't trust these people, Garrett.
Which was why I had to see Cotter. He's not well. And he won't live much longer.
I thought he was...
Whatever they've done, it hasn't worked. There's nothing that will save him now. Which is why I need you to do something for me. I didn't want him to suffer anymore, Garrett. Just it... That's when they found me. The Nightshade. I need you to be the one to end his suffering.
But...
It's our way, Garrett. You have to feed it to him. I'm trusting you to do this, Garrett. You're the only one who can. He's in so much pain.
Nah, he's not dead yet. Don't you rest in peace, Cotter. He's not dead. Nah, he's... Now you decide to be silent? Oh, come on, give me a break. I bet your characters are not perfect either, Shonen.
I did everything within my power to help your friend. But I'm afraid it's too late. Nothing can save him now.
Sylvie told me.
Nightshade? What are you going to do with that? You realize it's deadly. And has no place in here.
This is for Cotter.
You can't give him that. I don't know what that wildling told you. But that will kill him and taint his blood.
Garrett, is that you?
It's me, Cotter. I'm here.
Where's Sylvie? I want to see her. Did something happen to her?
Don't worry, she's right outside. She sent me to help you.
I thought they took her away. Remember your promise, Garrett. You said you'd leave me behind. To help Sylvie. Cotter! Oh, I can't bear it anymore.
He's been incredibly brave. A lesser man would have died days ago. But I suppose you already knew that about him.
You said you'd help him.
I wish I could. But I'm afraid it's too late for that now. But you can still use his death to give his life meaning. This was always intended for my father. It's a sacred symbol of the power of the North Grove. Forged from iron, the handle made with ironwood from this very tree. In my father's absence, you speak for House Forrester. It seems only right that you should have this now. You're here for a reason, Garrett. It's no accident they sent you.
I'm honored. Thank you.
It's well deserved. Your friend is dying, but his life is too valuable to waste. Give me his heart. His beating heart. And his death can have meaning. We can use it for a greater purpose, Garrett. An ancient ritual to help harness the power of the North Grove.
But...
We must do this, Garrett. I fear what might happen if we don't.
His beating heart. This is madness.
Not madness. Necessity. Madness would be letting the North Grove fall. You saw what happened after the fight. My warriors, they're pulled. Please, I need you to do this. For me, for the North Grove.
I'm ready. Gareth. Can't take it any longer.
End his suffering. Use his life to make us strong, Garrett. Give him that poison, and his blood will be useless. Let us use his blood to give us strength.
Another decision, chat.
Out there, you saw what's possible. That was only the beginning.
Rest in peace, Connor. But how?
Perform the ritual, and we can prepare for the
Will
coming
we
winter.
give him the poison? What? What happened? Will we give him the poison and end his suffering, or use him for blood magic? You will not be getting any breaks from me. You take breaks anyway. What? They're not perfect, but they're at least consistent. I'm glad we got a chance to talk to this guy. Why? His life already has meaning. Well, not really. When he dies, his suffering ends either way. Yeah, but it's probably painful to take his beating heart out of his chest. Like, you have to take the heart while he's still alive. So what's the vote? Otomo, Misnari, up to you. Blood magic. One vote for blood magic. Misnari knows what's up. She's not sadistic. She knows it's for the greater good. I believe in Misnari. She wants the rabbits to live. She's a good person. Which did you pick the first time? I picked blood magic. Of course, it's the only right choice. Blood magic means Garrett has no chance with Sylvie anymore. I don't know what you guys have with Sylvie. She's clearly underage. No, I don't want a chance with her anyway. Not unless there's a big time skip in the game. Give Connor the poison then? You're just tying the vote though. Anyone else want to vote? Anyone else in chat that might want to untie the vote? I do think blood magic is the right choice. How old is Garrett anyway? I don't know. Probably as old as me. Choose what you haven't chosen before. Then it's poison. I'll give him poison then.
I'm sorry.
The blood magic,
I
though,
can't do it.
is
Cotter's my friend.
very gruesome.
I wouldn't be here if not for him. And I have to respect what Sylvie asked me to do.
Then so be it.
I don't know. He might even be older than me, though. Sir Marin says too old. Oh shit. You guys are channeling Sir Marin Trent.
Fulgur and Bisonair. We must burn the body.
Oh well. You should YouTube the blood magic option if you're curious, because it's really, really gruesome. I'm not saying we bang her immediately, I'm saying that she's like an investment, one with great potential and I hope will mature greatly. Still, I don't know. Don't feel not comfortable with that line of thought.
The wine is ready. Your sister will pour. When they're all seated, you give the signal.
Remember, no matter how much they might provoke you, we must let them think they've won. That's them. Here we go.
Gwyn.
Clever. Send the girl first. Don't let her play with your head, little brother.
Lady Forrester. My apologies for arriving unannounced. I was hoping I might have a word in private with Asher. I think we can agree these are not ideal circumstances.
Agreed.
But these are the circumstances we find ourselves in. I know how you must feel, Asher. What your family has suffered, it's unimaginable. Which is why the bloodshed must stop.
I agreed to your father's terms, didn't I?
You did. But I know you, Asher. You're not the one to roll over so easily. You don't like being pushed into a corner. It's not in your nature.
I don't need your sympathy. I agreed to your father's terms, that's all there is to say.
I wish I could believe that. But I know you too well. You have to understand. I've risked everything to bring peace between our houses. To meet with Roderick in secret. To tell him of the traitor within these very walls. To make sure no harm came to Ryan as our ward. All while persuading my father the bloodshed would end if we were to wed. I have no ulterior motive, no hidden agenda, just peace. Once and for all.
I trust you, Gwyn.
I know you've lost a lot, and I'm sorry, but things will get better. Truth be told, my father's scared of you.
Is he?
With Roderick, he knew who and what he was dealing with. But you, he thinks you're dangerous. You proved as much when you attacked his men.
They came after us.
I know, and that's all in the past now, I promise. We can make this work, Asher. This is our one chance. Together we can control the future of our houses. Just promise me, when my father and brother walk through that door, nothing will happen that could threaten that future. Our future. I need your assurance. Nothing will happen.
And at this point, it's in the hands of the gods.
Sorry to intrude, my lord. But Lady Forrester is in need of your help.
Of course.
I should go.
What help does my mother need?
Sorry, my lord, it's all that came to mind. But we have everything in place. How should we proceed?
Do we ready the poison or call it off? It's like going to the gym to pick up fat women. You guys are the worst. They're fat now, but if you support them and they lose weight, they'll remember who was there for them. You guys are the worst. Holy shit. There's no way I'd ever do that in real life, but shit's cray in Game of Thrones. So you wanted to keep Sylvie because she can become hot? Whatever. Are we go? Yes, we are going to poison Ludd, and Roderick died. There was like the big choice at the end of episode 5 was they met and they were ambushed and one had to stay behind to let the other escape. So you had to choose which one would sacrifice his life for the other to rule and stay alive in his stead. We chose Asher. Actually, we chose Roderick, but I pressed the wrong button. Oh God. No way we can poison people in our house and with the phrase. This was the plan. This was the plan all along. Poison Ludd. That's what you voted on. Do you think it's wise to call it off? It's up to you guys. You didn't vote on it, but it was voted. It was voted by Miss Nutty. Yeah, Shona didn't vote on anything from episode 2 onwards. 2 or 3. I don't remember anymore. So, what's it going to be? I think it was 3. Feel like it was the second day. Maybe it was, yes. I was fed up with your antics. Well, excuse me. Well, since no one is voting. Oh, Otomo voted. I vote we call it off. Anyone else wants to vote? You're excused. If no one else votes, we're going to call it off. You should not be like them phrase. The phrase did not poison anyone. But yeah, I see what you mean. Let's call it off then. See what comes out of it.
Plan is off. I'm gonna marry Gwyn.
Consider it done, my lord.
Although I kept Asher alive, I never saw this outcome. I assume it's
Alyssa,
probably going to be
I'm
similar.
sorry it's come to this, but at least it's done.
Where's my son?
Right to it then.
Oh, my baby. Oh, my baby.
Enough blubbering. Have him back when we've hammered out the details of your surrender.
Lord Whitehill.
Asher. Now, who'd ever have imagined this? You welcoming me into your hall to drink your wine and call me father. I thought I'd seen the last of you when Gregor shipped you off to the other side of the bloody world.
Let's get on with this.
What's the hurry? We'll be spending the rest of our lives together. As family.
You're not my family, Lord.
And you'll never be mine. If I wasn't so bloody soft-hearted.
Father, please. I know this isn't easy, but it's right.
Would you like to sit down, Lord Whitehill?
Aye. And get me something to drink. I'm bloody parched.
Yeah, I've seen what happens if I go through with the plan too. Wow, what do I call you? Wiltk? Wiltk? Is that how I'm supposed to read the name? Welcome to the channel. WY. I can call you WY. That's probably easier. Call me Sid. Well, that is a lot easier. Welcome, Sid. It's a very Final Fantasy-like name. Except it's with an S. Very easier to pronounce. Yeah, the phrase murdered people during guest right. Who knows? We might still have to. I don't think it'll be that much more peaceful though.
We thought you'd like to sit here.
The poison was amusing.
I'll sit there. Thank you very much. In the Lord's chair. It's not like your father wanted your worthless arse in it.
It's just a chair. By all means, sit in it if it makes you feel important.
What? How dare you? You think you have any power here? What'll it take for you to learn to show respect? How many more Foresters do I have to kill?
Calm down, Father. Asher's been amongst sellswords so long. He's forgotten how to behave.
Teach him some manners then.
Asher, what's going on? Our opportunity is slipping away.
I've made up my mind. I'm gonna marry Gwyn.
What? Why would you do such a thing? We have... Now everything is at risk.
We should butcher all our enemies. You said to call it off. You don't get to say that now. I'll let you vote.
Let this happen. I refuse to stand by and watch you throw away everything.
What are you two on about? I thought this was a celebration. Yet here you are, bickering like children. Over what?
Father.
I will not be silenced! Something's not right.
I'm sure Asher can explain. Everything's fine, right?
I'm afraid my mother isn't fit.
This will be the ruin of our house.
They betrayed us!
Well, it ended in bloodshed anyway. What the fuck? Is the audio gone? He didn't speak, did he? We had a chance to ambush them, but audio is indeed gone. Oh well. There is SFX. I'll try going on. Yeah, I hear the SFX. I'll try going on. If the speech is gone, I'll go to the main menu and come back. Cause Telltale, what can you do? Yeah, their voices are gone. Okay, never mind. And now it's fully broken. Wow. The Telltale Games. Huh. Well. Main menu. Just Telltale things. Yeah. Sorry guys. I can't even speak to this. They really fucked up with this engine, and the fact that they still use this engine is really weird. What kind of lag are you getting, Sid? Telltale Games from Telltale Games. And now I went to the main menu. You can still hear the SFX of the fight. The cogs are turning. That's what's important. The cogs are turning. We still hear the fight in the main menu. This is amazing. What a piece of shit. This is busted. It's so busted. It's not even funny. Maybe close and reopen the entire game. If it doesn't go away with this loading, yeah. Longest sword fight on the show so bad? Yeah. So far, yeah. Wow. Holy shit, it resumes here? Well, yeah. I thought it would resume at the beginning of the scene. Everything is broken. Everything. Well, I'm going to reset my PlayStation 3 and I'll be right back. Well, this was fun. You'd think with all the success they've achieved that they would have upgraded their engine by now. Yeah, you'd think so. If you were naive, you'd think so. But no, I guess not. I guess it's too much to ask. What a piece of shit. I mean, we can, if this doesn't work out, we can always go back to playing Sega Superstars Tennis. Seriously though. No audio, no moving forward, SFX, the background SFX stays forever. When I did this, Asher's hair went completely white in the last scene. Like after this fight, there's something else, and on that scene, his hair goes near to a fire, and after that, it was completely white. Like the texture was all gone. It was just the air before the texture. Fingers crossed, guys. If it doesn't work, if it's still with no audio, we'll have to go on like this. I apologize. You do know it's not my fault, but I apologize for the shit show. I can see why people complain about their engine now. Yeah. Yeah, I guess the old games didn't have as much problems, but the new ones do. It keeps getting worse as the engine gets older and they try to get more out of it, I guess. If you have a new engine that was built for a game, it's probably going to work okay. Yeah, no audio. Great. Oh, it's delayed. Okay. Wait, no. That was on me, but it was because my TV was a little loud and I was trying to not get echo. Well, whatever. Oh, it fixed it. I'm glad I died.
For my brothers!
Could have been so different.
My lord, the Whitehill force is upon us.
This is very interesting. Because if you actually poison Blood, she stabs you. Because you lied to her. This is very interesting, actually. I did not know that she could still be on your side by the ending. So, full, like, more knowledge for you. If you do poison Lud, he does not, if you go through with the plan, he does not want to taste the wine. Yeah, Laura Bailey's still with us, that's cool. He obviously is distrustful even if you go ahead with the plan and your mom stays calm. When Talia serves the wine, I think he wants her to taste it first because he's afraid it might be poisoned. So your mom drinks the poison to show him that it's not poisoned at all and that it's completely okay for him to drink the wine. So they both drink it. And they both die. Griff stays alive though. If Lud dies, Griff does not.
It's a trap! They're trying to kill
The
us!
choice you make with Roderick
Kill the fucking forest!
is not spelled out for you here.
Take down the gate!
So this scene is mostly the same whether or not you have Asher or Roderick.
If they've reached the gate, we're done for! We can't fight the entire Whitehill army!
My lord, your wound. Get them to safety. Of course.
I won't abandon you, not again.
Please, mother.
Blood Song is also very cool in this fight. He gets killed by about 5 spears or something.
Asher!
This is completely fucked. Audio-wise. Ah. We still have a choice to make. Defend the small folk or defend the gate. Anyone still up for choices? After the shit show this is pulling on us at the last minute. Last minutes. Defend the gate, defend the small folk. Anyone cares? It's going to end in bloodshed anyway, isn't it? It's already going to be a lot of bloodshed. I'm just postponing it. Defend the gate? Okay. Miss Snotty wants the gate to be defended.
We have to retake the gate! Retake the gate!
This is the war you brought.
It's not over yet!
To Asher!
It's probably really easy to miss some QTEs like this. Wow. This is so bad. This is worse than KOTOR. And KOTOR was being emulated.
Good idea, Westerosi. Let's give those fuckers a welcome to remember.
Asher, you've come a long way to die.
See? He talks. He quips, actually. He's trying to be clever. I hope you guys are reading the subtitles. It's this scene. Like, the air was wide after this. I hope it doesn't happen. At least that. Oh well. She wasn't supposed to be in the next one. I don't know what's more entertaining, the bloodshed or the bugs.
My son.
Well, I guess Ryan is going to be the new Lord. Someone has a big hole in their belly.
Iron from ice.
My lord, we have to get you out of here. I'll be damned if I let another...
I can't run.
You must survive, Asher. For the house. For all of us. Go! Now!
What a piece of shit ending. Fuck. This is edge of your seat kind of stuff, though. I'd be impressed to see that shot in Game of Thrones, the TV show. Which one, the belly or the sword through the mouth? Loyalty came in at the right moment to see everything fucked up. How are you doing, Loyalty?
You did the right thing.
I did what I had to do.
He was your friend.
Let's light it up. It's not over yet, but it's over on the Iron Wrath front. Mostly over.
Your arrival has changed everything. Even though we've been preparing for it all our lives. Now we don't have much time. We were sent here for a reason. To protect the North Grove. Winter is coming, and we have a role to play in the war to come.
Our father never would have wanted us to stand by and see House Forrester fall. Not while we can still do something about it.
It's too late to reach Ironwrath. It may already be lost.
Gregor trusted you for a reason. You know defending House Forrester is the right thing to do.
You're the one they sent, Garrett. You should be the one to decide.
Last decision, guys. Pretty big one. I think. Maybe not. We will stay here or we will march south. What are we doing? Now, if I were a betting man, I would bet that if we pick stay here, Season 2 will start with something that makes them leave. Because that's how Telltale games work. Right now, I don't know if that is the case or not, so we have to decide if we stay or go. It does seem very important, so I don't know how much weight they will put into this one. It's the last decision of the game, so maybe my bet would be wrong. This is my bet. It's still my bet. Choose what you haven't chosen before. It doesn't really matter because I overwrote the other save. I chose to march south. I never. They did a very poor job in explaining what the fuck is the North Grove and why I should care about it. So if they didn't bother explaining why I should care, I don't. If that's what you want, I will stay. No one else wants to chime in? Let's stay then. I do think marching south is probably what's going to happen anyway in season 2.
I will respect Lord Gregor's dying words. The North Grove will never be lost while we breathe. We will defend it.
Not voting. I guess you all voted that there won't be votes if I ever do Telltale Games again.
In the name.
Yeah, Shonen abstained for the whole game, so now he should vote on the last decision. just for lols.
In the name of the king, I hereby sentence you to death.
Maybe I won't butcher people's actions in the next Telltale game. No, probably not going to let you guys vote because you haven't. Hasn't been enough people wanting to vote.
Bring forth the next prisoner.
This young woman is accused of murdering a loyal... Who here bears witness to her?
I will speak to them. This woman is a traitor and a murderer!
Shameful! Take her head!
Pitch. Oh, there's another choice. You guys want to spit at him or stand tall? We're already dead anyway. That's just a decision for lols. I didn't remember this one. I guess the last and most important decision in the game is spit at the dude or stand tall. I don't vote because I know. Well, even if I know too. Even if you know, you can always vote to see something differently from what you've seen. Unless you played both sides. House Forrester is like House Stark all over again. Very true. I guess it's even worse, I don't know. No, it's not worse. Maybe. You've seen both. Okay. Yeah, I played one side and then watched another side. Well, no one votes. This doesn't really matter anyway. Let's spit at his face.
Mira Forrester, in the sight of gods and men, and in the name of the king, I sentence you to die. If you have final words, speak them now.
She's innocent! Iron from ice! A brave... She's innocent! Oh, noble death!
Kneel.
Yeah, it's worse. There are 3 Starks alive. And 3 Foresters too, I guess. 1 Stark bastard, 2 Starks bastard, 2 Forester bastards. I think what pushes it is that Lud Whitehill is still alive. He could have died if no one had backed out of the poison thing. He would be alive. He would be dead, but Griff would be alive. So I guess it's a pick your poison kind of thing.
House Forrester. They were nothing but Stark loyalists. And the Starks are dead. Are you listening, Reek? Father wanted to make sure they bend the knee. And what do I find? A child lord. Ethan the Wise. With his bulldog sentinel at his side. As if I'd be afraid. And I thought, oh, this is going to be fun.
Mira was so devoted when we first came to King's Landing. That day Cersei dragged her before the throne, Grandmother, I was actually worried for her. But she didn't have any trouble swearing loyalty to Joffrey right in front of me. Then she had the audacity to go behind my back with Tyrion, when I'd clearly forbade it. And that day she pushed me to ask Joffrey for help when he ripped my dress. It was bold, I'll give her that. But I can't forgive that she used me. And now, with all that's happened to her, who knows what else Mira was doing without my knowledge? Grandmother, it makes me question if she was ever loyal to me at all.
I saw something of myself in Garrett Tuck. I thought I could trust in him, Sam, but I was wrong. He gave me his word that he'd stay true to the vows he'd made in the Godswood. Yet before a day was out, her brother was dead at the foot of the wall. I needed his sword at Craster's. I defended him to Frostfinger, and it cost me. Whatever happened up there, a man of the Watch doesn't run away.
Who should return then? But another Lord Forrester. Roderick. Back from the Twins with balls so shrunken he let Griff Whitehill beat him into the mud in his own yard. Reek, I had to come and see this walking tragedy for myself. But then, he killed the man who betrayed him. I was rather starting to like him. A shame he didn't last longer. Roderick, the savior who couldn't save anyone.
There was something about Asher Forrester. You would have liked him, Miss Sando. He was cocky, surely, but he wasn't uncharming. Asher needed my help. I needed to know if he deserved it, so I tested him. And he impressed me. He followed my every command, despite what it cost him with his companion. For that, he earned my help and my respect.
Loyalty. Friendship. Respect. Without them, we have nothing. I don't know if Mira ever understood that, Grandmother. I know she told me the truth about Sarah, but she also broke a promise to Sarah to keep a secret. In the end, I respect that she was willing to do whatever it took to get what she wanted. But at so high a cost.
I could have told you the story wasn't going to have a happy ending. Roderick dead, his mother dead, his little pile of timber in ruins. I just wish I'd been there to see it.
That Bolton bastard let their upstart houses go to war, Father. I'm not unfamiliar with these Forresters. Stubborn to the end. They were passionate. I'll give them that. But they were ruled by their whims. Impetuous when they should have been shrewd. Noble and just to the end, but weak. When will these Northerners ever learn? The Starks are dead. The war is over. And they lost.
There it is, our final stats. Yeah, Laura Bailey would not be just against you, she would actually stab you. Fierce passion. That's what you get in this channel. I have no idea what the other options are. Fierce passion is what I have to offer. I wonder if there's a Telltale wiki or something that helps look that up. How Asher is not dead is beyond me. I feel his father died with lesser wounds.
Asher?
We have to hurry. I saw what you were trying to do. They wouldn't listen to reason. We will overcome this.
But I like having her at my side. If I spare... So, when I did my other playthrough, instead of Wynne, I had Duncan, who was my sentinel. No, it wasn't Duncan. It was Sir Royland, who was the traitor for me. I didn't execute him, and he saved Talia, and he was there, and he was helping me. Yeah, that's what happened. So I guess the sentinel dies to let you escape, and the traitor, if alive, is with Talia. I wonder if what determines Gwyn to stab you or not is the fact that you murdered the traitor. Or if you can actually have Gwyn and the other one here at the same time. It might be determinant of... You might get her if you lock yourself out of having the other one. I don't really know. I don't know if there's a wiki or a guide to look this up, because this all seems very complicated stuff. But yeah, we are with Laura Bailey, so everything ends well. Who knows? It's be interesting. I'd like to know. So 37% lied to Marjorie and had Sarah dismissed. Yeah, I need to look up a decision tree. I'd like to look that up. 75% refused to marry Morgryn. That's a lot. I'd expect more people to want to marry him. Because that's probably going to make your Season 2 playthrough smaller, like shorter. This is what I was saying last night. I wonder if they will have the balls to make a scenario or various, like a storyline for Mira that you just don't get if you had her killed on the other season. I would love that if they did it. I'm all for locking content on this kinds of games, but I don't know. I doubt they have that. Who knows? Maybe Mira just dies anyway in the beginning if you keep her alive. Or she just doesn't have a storyline, she's like a side character to someone else. I'm willing to bet that Duncan is going to be playable. No, Malcolm is going to be playable in Essos. And you will be driven out of the North Grove if you stay. Those are my two bets. I'll be calling that if it happens. 39% gave Carter a merciful death. 16% sided with Gwyn and called off the plan. 51% stayed to defend the North Grove. And that's it. That's Game of Thrones, a Telltale Games series. Episode 6, full Season 1 complete. I hope you enjoyed that, even though the engine fucking sucks. There's no way we won't hear anything with Danny. Yeah, there has to be... I think leaving Malcolm behind was completely useless in this season, so it's surely setting up for if there is a Season 2, we have a guy in Essos. And they announced Season 2 like 2 days after this. That engine, man. Telltale needs to step it up. They really do. It's really, really bad. This was enlightening. It makes no sense. Like, they have to be making so much money. I don't think I am being I'm being unfair here. There are a lot more games that sell less than this, and this they put out so many games that they surely make money, a lot of money on this. They're making gangbusters. I believe so. I really do believe so. And they're everywhere. Like even if they spend a couple bucks more, like porting it to some other console that sells less, they're everywhere. Like PS3, 360, PS4, Xbox One, iPhone, Apple Store, Android Store, PC, of course, Mac, Vita. This one isn't on Vita yet, but well, they're everywhere. It makes no sense that this is so bad. Anyway, I guess we're done with the game. And probably the stream. It ended a little too soon today. What's this? We have some character bias here. I don't think I ever saw this. I wonder if we're going to play as Ryan or Beskha. You get even more from those fools who buy the games one episode at a time. Yeah, I always buy the season pass when it's discounted. But yeah, if you buy one episode at a time, I don't understand why you do that, but yeah, it's even worse. These are the choices that I made. Yeah, settings, whatever. So, that's all. That's all she wrote. I think we can end the stream here. We've gone 5 hours. I will make it up to you guys tomorrow. We'll go extra long with some Resident Evil. I'm going to, if I have time, I'm going to try and make the green screen a little better. If I have time, and instead of fucking it up, do really make it better, I will try to also make a layout or just like a background for the Resident Evil streams, at least the old ones. I was probably going to go extra long regardless, yes. Thank you for the stream. Thank you. Thank you, Miss Nadi and Shonen, for hanging out, and everyone else who's in chat. It was fun going through this again. I really like the Telltale style games, like Life is Strange and all the games that Telltale has put out, but they really need to step up their game. Otherwise, this will just be shit show after shit show. But yeah, thank you all for sharing this one with me. We'll be back to regular streams with me talking more than the game tomorrow with Resident Evil 1. Still undecided on playing Resident Evil 1 or Resident Evil Director's Cut, but we'll see. I like these kinds of games too, it's why I loved Life is Strange. Life is Strange is a masterpiece. I'll be streaming that soonish, I think. But hey, have a good night. Thank you for hanging out. Take care, and That's all. That's all for me. Goodbye and good night.